We are going to learn how to install and configure BitLocker on a Windows Server 2025. So if you are working for a company or you are working for a very big or even small company, definitely most companies encrypt their client operating system using BitLocker. Like the company I work for, even if you insert a USB drive, that USB drive must be encrypted with BitLocker before you can even start to use it. So in this training, we are going to learn how to install BitLocker and how to configure BitLocker and also how to encrypt our Windows client operating system. So let's get started. First of all, you want to go to your server manager on a Windows server. It can be actually from your domain server or from a standalone server that is joined to a domain controller. So what I need to do, this is actually my domain controller, so I'm just using this for this training purpose. So you will need to go to your server manager and then click add roles and future. Then we need to click next. Here you want to actually select role-based features and then click next. And then we want to select the right server and then click next. So it's not actually a server roles. The BitLocker encryption is not a server role, it's a future role. So I'm going to go to features, and here you can see we have the BitLocker drive. I'm just going to select it. You can see it's going to add the BitLocker recovery password viewer and the BitLocker driver encryption tool. I'm going to add that. So we also have the BitLocker network unlock, which of course, with the BitLocker network unlock, you can use it to unlock devices should in case, for example, you are working during out of service hour and you want to actually restart that device, the unlock, make sure that the device is unlocked before you, and then you can continue working on that device before you can actually lock it back with BitLocker encryption. So we are not going to select that for now. I'm going to click next. I'm going to just select restart if necessary, then install. So let's wait for this to get installed and then we can come back again and then configure BitLocker. Here we go. You can see that my device is getting restarted to complete the BitLocker configuration. So let's wait when the device restarts. I'm going to log on, and then we can continue. So here you can see I restarted my Windows server and it says view installation progress. Installation just got succeeded. So let me just see if we can open the, well, it's still actually, let's just wait for some seconds for this to fully complete. So this just got completed, but we can also install the BitLocker features using PowerShell scripts. Here you can see we're going to use the command the install Windows feature, which is BitLocker. So we're going to include all sub features and also include all management tools, and then we are going to restart our device. But I'm not going to do that right now. Not save, and then let's click close. Let me go to server manager again. So right now we've installed the BitLocker encryption. So what we want to do next, we want to actually configure a group policy that will allow BitLocker to be encrypted on our client operating system. Right now, we just only install the feature, but if we didn't do any group policy or any changes, nothing is going to happen in our client on our client operating system. So we need to go to group policy management. In group policy management, I want to actually configure the policy under my computers because it's going to encrypt my computers. So here I'm going to go to my computers, and then under I have an organizational unit I created in Active Directory, which is called computers. So here I'm going to create a GPO and link it here. I'm going to call this, let me just call this BitLocker policy and then click OK. So you want to let me just click OK for this. So you want to right click and then click edit. So when you click edit, then you want to go to let me expand this. Go to policies. On our policies, you want to go to administrative templates. Here you want to go to Windows component. I think we have to expand this a little bit. And then we want to look for BitLocker drive encryption. So in the BitLocker drive encryption, you can see we have BitLocker drive encryption, freeze data drive, operating system, and removable data. So we want to actually select, let me see, let me just expand this. Okay, we want to store BitLocker recovery information in Active Directory domain service. So double click on that. I'm going to click enabled. And here it says recovery password and key packages. You can see we only have recovery password only, but we are going to do the recovery password and key passages. It says require BitLocker backup to Active Directory domain service. So that's the first step we need to do. Click apply and then OK. So after doing that, you can see we have other options, but you can also check all this yourself. But let's go to the operating system drive. So the operating system drive, we want to actually look for choose how BitLocker protected operating system drives can be recovered. I want to double click on that. And how are we going to actually recover the BitLocker key? So here we want to say is allow the 48 digits recovery password and also allow the 25-bit recovery key. So we have some other options: require 48 or require 25. Say save BitLocker recovery information to active directory for operating system drives. You want to select that as well. And here it says store recovery password and key packages. You want to also select that. Say do not enable BitLocker until recovery information. I'm not going to select this. So click apply and then let me just put configured by Kelvin. So okay. And also, we also have for the removable data drives, you can see, but I'm not going to do it for this training purpose. So just try your possible best to see all the different options you have for BitLocker, and then also for your operating system, for your fixed data drives. So try to check what you have. So for your fixed data drive, because it's a configure use of smart card on fixed data drives, we can also configure that. Enforce drive encryption type on fixed data, we can also ensure to do full encryption, or we can also encrypt only use space. So right now we've actually configured our policy. Let me just try to enforce this. What we want to do is I want to go to my client operating system. So let's go and then apply the policy. Here we go. Our device have been restarted. I forgot to show you something. If I go back to our group policy, here on our operating system drives, you see, it says, for example, we can require additional authentication at startup, which means that when sometimes you observe when you try to log onto your device, you are required to enter a BitLocker PIN. So here you can require additional authentication at startup. We can enable it, allow TPM, allow startup PIN with TPM, allow startup key with TP. So you can actually modify a lot with your BitLocker. So let's go back again to our client operating system. Here we have our C drive. Here you can see our C drive is not encrypted. So what we need to do, so this may take some time. Let's go to the command prompt and then do a GP update box. Let's try to force the policy on our device. So now let's try to turn on, you can see our policy has been completed. So let's try to turn on BitLocker on this device. So if I right click my device, you can see we have the turn on BitLocker. So it says save to a USB flash drive, save to a file, or print the recovery key. What we are going to do, we're just going to click next, because if okay, let me cancel this and show you something again. Let me just say turn on BitLocker. You can see it says a recovery key can be used to access the file, but at this moment it says save to a USB flash drive. We have all this option, but if I click next, it's going to actually save this to Active Directory. So I'm just going to say encrypt, use this space, which of course is going to go more faster. New encryption mode. I'm going to select the first option. Click next. I don't want to run the BitLocker, so I want to start encryption. So this is going to take some time. It's just some few minutes or even not a minute. So let's just wait for this to complete and then we can see if our recovery key has been stored in Active Directory. Here we go. You can see that our encryption of our C drive just got completed. You can see that right now our C drive is encrypted. So let's go back again to our domain server. And then I'm going to go to Active Directory users and computers. And here we go. We have our C drive. Let me do a refresh. If I double click, you're supposed to have a button. Here you can see we have a tab of BitLocker recovery. And if I go to the BitLocker recovery, you can see we now have a recovery key. That's our recovery password, and that is our device, and you can see which is today, and the recovery key has just been saved. So here's our password should in case someone the device is locked and you want to actually provide a password, recovery password to that user. So you can actually provide this recovery password to the user, and the user will use it to recover his device. Well, this is how you actually configure and manage your password or your recovery password of BitLocker in a Windows Server device. And also, these are the steps you are going to use to configure BitLocker. But mind you, you can also use Microsoft Intune. Most companies right now are switching to going to the cloud, so they are using Microsoft Intune to encrypt their device. Every single policies we just configured in a Windows Server environment can also be configured using Microsoft Intune.